Over the past 3 years at Olchfa, we've been undergoing a significant curriculum reform. And in the past year, the school have employed a research team, 5 part-time research leads, to really evaluate the efficacy of the new curriculum and to carry out action research with the aim, obviously, of improving the provision and quality of teaching and learning within those curriculum changes. We've been looking at, in our recent action research, iCommunicate, which is the faculty of English and MFL and Welsh. Can you just describe or explain a little bit about the action research that took place within iCommunicate?
Yeah, certainly. Well, one of our sort of core findings, if you like, or overarching issues was this idea of independent learning, and that was certainly highlighted through our evaluation of the iLearn curriculum, and it was highlighted as a need really across all learning areas. The iCommunicate learning area were particularly keen to run with this because it was something that they felt was integral to pupils' skills in the subject. In particular, you know, when interviewing the learning manager, we had a discussion around writing skills and how pupils are perhaps quite dependent on structure from the teacher. So again, that was a really core focus or key focus for us within the iCommunicate learning area. So the research discussion that we developed was using metacognitive and self-regulated learning strategies to improve Year 9 writing skills in English.
Now, within the iCommunicate research, you involved staff quite heavily and did semi-structured interviews with staff. How did you secure staff consent in a really meaningful way at the outset?
Well, this was really integral to the success of the intervention. With the iCommunicate intervention, we knew that we would be embedding sort of metacognitive strategies over an extended period. We actually had 8 intervention lessons, so we needed the intervention to run across sort of 8 consecutive lessons. So we really did need that buy-in from the teachers from the offset, which we got from actually having a very in-depth conversation about the nature of the research, the benefits of the intervention, and what we hope to achieve. Really, you know, it differed to how we got consent from the pupils, because it was more about just having a verbal agreement. So we felt that we didn't need to pursue the route of sort of, you know, formalising that consent by having them sort of sign a letter. So it was really just about establishing a verbal agreement regarding the intervention.
Obviously, you mentioned it was slightly different to how you managed the consent with pupils. In terms of that consent being ongoing throughout the project, how did you, I suppose, maintain that consent and the potential opt-out for staff as well?
No, absolutely. Because the iCommunicate intervention was quite, you know, it went over an extended period. There was regular opportunities to converse with the intervention teachers, and it actually became quite collaborative towards the end. So because of that dialogue, because of that continuous dialogue between the research team and the intervention teachers, there were naturally very, very genuine opportunities for the teachers to opt out should they want to. We actually found that teachers were very eager to continue with the intervention and enjoying the resources and really actually benefiting from the insights gained from, you know, participating in the intervention.
Obviously, when conducting these semi-structured interviews, were there any challenges or any issues you thought through beforehand?
No, absolutely. Similarly, as with pupils, we really wanted it to form part of their everyday practice, and we really didn't want teachers to have to do anything above or beyond what they would usually do. Obviously, with regards to semi-structured interviews, that was a little bit more difficult, so we did have to obviously have an agreement that the semi-structured interview would take place at a lunchtime that was mutually convenient, or at a break time that was mutually convenient. Where possible, you know, we shared questions with the teachers to ensure that they felt comfortable and confident to answer the questions. And also, you know, we really did try to ensure that we didn't impinge too much on teachers' time by keeping the semi-structured interviews really quite short. So I don't think they lasted any more than sort of 10-15 minutes.